Welcome back to the Pennine Way, day 3. So day 3 takes me from Delph over to Hebden Bridge, albeit I did get a taxi from the B&B I stopped in last night up to the point where I left the Pennine Way yesterday. So I'm definitely saving myself those 3 miles up the hill. So today it's a bit greyer, a bit cooler than it has been the last couple of days. I think the wind has changed direction. Could get a shower or two today, but hopefully not. Looking forward to day 3. We'll see what the day brings. Now I'm on the ridge. This is what I imagined Pennine weather to be exactly like. Grey, mizzly, and quite a strengthening wind. Well, what do you know? Less than a mile in and we've got the first trig point of the day, Millstone Edge. I think today the Pennine Way, can't even keep the hat on, the Pennine Way god of weather might not be smiling on me today. I think I'm going to get damp at some point looking at the hut. We live in hope though. There's something that made me chuckle this morning. When I ordered the taxi to take me up to the point where I left the Pennine Way last night, the taxi driver asked where I wanted dropping off. And the point on the map is called Stand Edge, spelt Stand Edge. And he had no idea what I was talking about. Apparently the place is called Stanage. So if you've got some local knowledge, let me know. Is that a slang name for it, or is that exactly how it's meant to be? Because if it's the latter, no, I'm not having it. It's definitely spelled Stand Edge. That's what I'm going to call it. So I've reached White Hill. It's been good going so far. Quite grey and mizzly still, but it's pretty much been moorland. Nice soft spongy ground, not too hard on the feet. I've just been checking some of the comments. The second day's video went live a couple of hours ago, so I've had a bit of signal, so I've checked a couple of the comments, and one from Chris Jebson Brown, who's a guy I've got to know through YouTube. I think this is his walking area, so hi Chris. I know he'd hoped to join me this weekend, but he had other plans unfortunately. But yeah, they are nice moors. Probably nice on a sunny day, but no, it's still good going. So the M62's come into view now. I do believe that I cross that very soon. Obviously not literally, I think there is a bridge that takes you over it. Just past a little breakfast van in the lay-by there. Just thought as I was getting close to it, I thought I could just do with a cup of tea, because I've not bothered filling my flask up today just to keep the weight down. So perfect timing now. So I was going to actually take a break and sit on the chairs outside the little breakfast van, but I wanted to get my shoes and socks off. So although I'm subjecting you to this horrific view, I didn't really want to subject the poor lady at the breakfast van to it. Just crossed the busy M62 motorway bridge there. You can probably still hear traffic thundering past in the background. I scuttled along there as fast as I can. Whenever I get to a bridge like that, a thought always pops into my head along the lines of, oh, I could jump off here. I've no idea why. I'm probably just a bit odd. Anyway, as you can probably tell, I didn't jump off and we're safely over it. So today seems to be a day for trig point baggers, Blackstone Edge. Really impressive area actually. Fantastic views. And I think this is Millstone, not Gritstone, but great tours up here. Fab. My favourite bit of today so far, stunning. So I've just passed the White House pub there. I'm about halfway into today's walk. I had got that earmarked as a potential lunch stop for today, particularly if the weather was bad. But the breakfast this morning was absolutely massive and I'm just not hungry at all. I did manage to sneak a couple of croissants off the breakfast bar though. So I will eat something now, but I think I'll eat it leaning up against this reservoir wall here. So the last 3 miles from the White House pub have been a bit of a grind. Basically just followed a hard flat road track alongside a chain of reservoirs. Easy miles though, been easy to cover the ground. But we've now got a view back over onto the moors of Studley Pine monument over there, so looking forward to getting there and paying it a visit. So it's turned out into another gorgeous day again. By the way, I've created a playlist of songs for my phone. I'm expecting there'll be obviously many times along the way where things start to get difficult and I need something to take my mind off it. Feel free if you want to suggest any additions to that playlist, you know, things like I Will Survive, Why Does It Always Rain on Me. In fact, I think that one might even be on there. Of course, I can always reach into the box of magic electrolytes if things do get really tough. You needed to have watched yesterday's video to understand that reference. So I think I've earned myself another rest break. Just sit here looking at the monument over there. It's quite impressive, standing proud on the top of that hill. I've been having a bit of banter with my wife and daughter today. The clip I took earlier of me with my shoes and socks off airing the feed, I took a photograph of that and sent it to them, and I've posted a couple more since of my bare feet overlooking various views along the walk today. So we've had a debate in our house for some time regarding who's got the most minging feet. I mean, it's no competition. Certainly my wife number 1, daughter closely followed number 2, and you know, I'm not even in the running. My daughter suggested I set up a hashtag Pennine Way feet pictures. But no, I don't think anyone is actually watching this video, to be honest, beyond that clip that I showed earlier. So I've made it here to Studley Pine. You'll have just seen I was going to try and actually go up there, but it's total darkness. I have got my head torch in my bag, but I can't bother to get it out. And I don't want my Pennine Way adventure ending with me falling down however many steps there are from top to bottom. I do think, when I read about this before I set off today, I'm sure it was built to commemorate the defeat of Napoleon. I've got no phone signal to check on Wikipedia, and we know that Wikipedia is sometimes right, so I'm sure you'll fact check me in the comments if I've got that wrong. But certainly the impressive site dominating the landscape around these parts. Right, okay, so I now need to drop back down to Hebden Bridge, I think a couple of miles, and that's where my accommodation for the night will be. So I've left the Pennine Way behind now. Pennine Way branches off. My accommodation I thought was in Hebden Bridge, but it's the other side of Hebden Bridge by the look of it. So I've got about another 3-mile trek to the accommodation. If this carries on for the rest of the Pennine Way, I think my Pennine Way will be over 300 miles. If I make it to the end, that is. Looks like another taxi job to get back to the point where I left it in the morning. So, day 3 completed of the Pennine Way. So, fantastic day to the point where I got to the end of the trail for today. And it did quickly go downhill after that, trying to find my accommodation in Hebden Bridge. Anyway, I'll save that story for tomorrow. I'm just too tired now. I need to rest the feet for 5. I'm starving too, so I need to go and find some food. Luckily, it looks like there's lots of places to eat here. Okay, join me tomorrow where I go from here in Hebden Bridge over to Cowlin, which I think is another 18-mile day, similar to what I've covered today. However, today included more miles than was necessary. Right, okay, thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you all tomorrow. Bye for now.